Hey there, Michael Greenwood here. So, 20 businesses to start in 2024 with little cash. Let's get started. So, I decided to put together this video to help anybody who's thinking of starting like a side hustle, part-time business, full-time business, to make some extra cash. Whichever way you look at it, here in the UK, the cost of living has risen, and a lot of people are looking at making a bit of money on the side, which might even turn into something bigger. Or you might be thinking of starting a different business. Perhaps your existing business isn't doing too well. I would think again, if you're thinking about doing that, just because you might be kind of hopping from one business to another. And I also would suggest just sticking to one business until you're making a decent amount of money with it, rather than being one of these who've, let's say they've got like 4 businesses, but they're all doing like very small revenues. So here are 20 possible businesses that you can start. It's not a definitive list. It's not the top 20. It's just 20 possible businesses that you can start with very little cash. So number 1, we've got freelance writing. So if you're good at writing, you can write for people's blogs and get paid for that. So write blog posts for them, articles, press releases, marketing materials, website copy, brochure, PDF brochure copy, anything like that, any print material for the marketing. You can do that. Scripts for videos as well. You can do that, and all you need really is a laptop and your brain. So next up is a virtual assistant or VA. I think these were like traditionally for admin support, but they've kind of evolved to be like social media managers, and they'll go on Canva and create creative for social media and stuff like that as well, or cleanse data and stuff, so they can do all kinds of different things these days. But it can be something that you can do from home with your laptop, and you've probably already got a laptop, so you need little cash to start this kind of business. Very low barrier to entry. Unlike a shop or something like that, where you have to rent the shop, get the stock, set up the cash register, and all that kind of stuff. Next up is social media management. I've noticed these are popping up more and more, offering to completely manage your social media, from everything from posting, creating the content, posting the content, scheduling it, and replying to the DMs and even comments and stuff like that, and helping to grow it. So yeah, that's one that can be started with just a laptop as well. Maybe a mobile phone to do some cold calls, or maybe you're going to reach out in the same way that you're helping them, with some social media management for your own startup venture. Next up is tutoring. So if you're good at maths, English, anything you can tutor on, you can help pupils. That could be lucrative and be a nice little side hustle for you. You're offering a great service as well by doing that. So you can do academic tutoring as well, whatever. So you could help students, or anything really. Teach people something that you know about that they don't know about yet. Next, graphic design. So there's good and bad in every industry in terms of competency, but I suppose if you're minimally viably competent in a particular skill, discipline, expertise, and have experience in it, then you can fit the need of a client. The thing with graphic design is, I'm noticing a few graphic designers now where they've just basically signed up to a Canva account, and now they're a graphic designer, but when I've looked at some of the work, they don't understand colour contrast or colour theory and which colours go together and all that, and typography, and all that good stuff. So yeah, like I said, there's good and bad, but graphic design, you literally need a laptop and maybe Canva or Photoshop or Figma, and then you can just get started. So next up, you've got web design. There's loads of these about, all different competencies, from the bottom feeders right the way up to the experts like me. Yeah, so there's lots of them. No regulation in the industry. A real race to the bottom. Don't get me started on this. Shut up, Michael. Let's move on to content creation. So you can start a blog. You can be a YouTuber, get sponsors, make money from AdSense, affiliate links, merch, all that kind of thing, and you can monetize that way. Be a TikTok star, and then you've got e-commerce, or that could be drop shipping as well. So set up on Etsy or Shopify store or WooCommerce. Back in the day, when I were developing e-commerce, for the first e-commerce websites were in OS Commerce, and then there was Zencart as well. I never used Zencart, I used OS Commerce, and I went to OpenCart. And now a lot of people are on Shopify and WooCommerce, aren't they? Next is consulting. So this thing about expertise and expert, I mean, you can know more than somebody who doesn't have that knowledge yet, and teach them. So that's the key, really, when you're consulting, to be able to plug a gap that somebody has in what they need to know. And you'll find that you can work with some people who've got a lot of money, but they know things that you don't know, and they want to find that out of your head, and they'll pay you good money for that. So the takeaway there actually is, work with people with money, don't work with people with less money. And then next up, you've got pet sitting, dog walking. So you can literally like fly a few streets, and you might get a nibble, you might get not from a dog, but you might get an homeowner wanting you to walk their dog while they're at work with a 915 or whatever, while you're there living your dream, while they're on the 915. Yeah, so you can be walking dogs all day and sitting their pets. So next up is on-demand services, and you can provide everything from just hanging some photographs for homeowners and residents, to fixing leaky taps, but nothing that you're not qualified for, just things that being like a fixer-upper kind of thing, minor home repairs and all that kind of thing, but no electrics if you're not an electrician. And then next up, you've got your event planning. So really just need a laptop for this, don't you? And some contacts, and some organisation skills would help with this kind of venture. And be able to speak to people, good communication skills and interpersonal skills. But yeah, in terms of cash, you've probably already got a laptop, so you can almost start it for zero startup capital. Next, we've got house cleaning. You might even be able to do this with the products that you've got in your own house, so you might even be able to use the homeowner's own products, so you don't have to take anything. But essentially, if you're looking at scaling this, you'd want to get some other people cleaning for you as well, if you're going to run it as an actual business rather than creating another job for yourself. But yeah, essentially, you end up with a little van with some cleaning products in, and then you can make this work really well. Just because these businesses, you can start with little or no cash. It doesn't mean that they're not incredibly. You're going to have to work incredibly hard at a business, and you could argue that you're going to have to work smart and not hard, because you don't want to be a busy fool. But you're going to have to put hours into to learning business if you're not experienced in that with these things. So it's not an easy option. But boy, is it rewarding. And then next up is personal training. I've never done this, but I'm someone you can just walk into a gym and introduce yourself and say, look, let's do a deal. I want to be a personal trainer in this gym. It probably doesn't work like that, but that's something you can do. Personal training, you just need to put the hours in yourself as well. So you need to look the part. And then, but yeah, in terms of actually buying stuff, you'll have your gym kit anyway. And yeah, so next one is delivery services. If you don't have a car for this, that's going to be difficult. So you would need a vehicle. So it's arguable whether it's a little cash. And also you're going to put wear and tear and miles on your car as well. So I don't think I'm a fan of this one, but I have done this one. When I had an old banger, I used to do that in a Citroen AX GT. But yeah, certainly not something I'd touch, but certainly something where you can get the job, do the job, get the cash. You could even possibly borrow somebody else's car who doesn't use it much and put miles on that. But obviously, be reasonable with the amount of miles. You wouldn't want to be doing that 40 hours a week. And putting all those miles on a neighbour's car or anything like that. Next up is lawn care, especially if you can use their lawnmower. That'd be really useful. And strimmer. So, but really, you want to have your own. Maybe some homeowners want you to use theirs as well. So next is being a personal chef, catering. This is an interesting one. You could basically door knock on some affluent houses, pop some leaflets through the door. I think I'd door knock this one. And do you want to be a personal chef? And you can even like meal prep for them, so you don't have to be there at the same time every day. You could just, right, I'm going to come. What's your budget? I'm going to come here on a Tuesday and a Friday, and I'm going to prep all your week's meals, and then you're going to freeze some of them. You're going to put some of them in the fridge. You can just warm them up, and then you don't have to cook anymore. So next one is photography. I love this one. You do need a camera though, but what you could do is you could get a job in at 400, 500 quid, and then you could rent a camera and a lens for 150, 200, and then you can make 300 quid. Not all be profit that, because you've got to pay yourself. So don't get fooled into thinking if you pay £200 out for the camera, you're only going to make 300 quid profit. You're going to take some money out of it. Probably take half of that, aren't you? So you're going to make £100 profit. But photography, great business. Could you even do it with your phone? Probably not. But you want a camera for that, don't you? Like a mirrorless camera or a DSLR. Next one is translation services. If you're good at different languages, there's a load of work out there for that kind of thing in terms of website materials. YouTubers need that as well if they wanted to reach a wider audience. Affiliate marketing, something I've done a bit of this. And so you're selling other people's products for a slice of the for some commission, basically. So that's all I've got for you. 20 businesses starting 2024 with little cash. If you're thinking of starting a business, you can look through this list. If you've got any of these skills, then these are all cracking businesses. I think the only one that I wouldn't do is the delivery one anymore, because I've done that one. And it does put miles on the car, and I wouldn't want to put any more miles on the car. But yeah, there's a few of these that I offer as a service. So yeah, out of these, do a bit of content writing, do some social media management, some graphic design, web design, content creation, e-commerce for clients, and consulting. Yeah, so they're all great. If you like that kind of business. So speak soon, and I'll create some more content like this if you want. I'll probably create some more content like this soon. And like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time.